Dr. Augustine Fou has been working in digital marketing for more than 25 years. When Google Analytics launched back in 2005, he was right there, using it to measure website performance. In those early days, a free tool was perfectly sufficient. The internet was a different place, and the traffic arriving on a site was almost entirely human and easy to understand. But the landscape shifted. Bad actors realized they could program automated bots to repeatedly load a measurement beacon. Suddenly, those seemingly transparent traffic numbers were being artificially inflated by machines. The motive is purely financial. These bots are built to trick attribution platforms, the systems that track marketing success, into claiming credit for clicks, engagements, and even sales that never actually happened. The core weakness lies in how the data is collected. If your measurement beacon is a standard JavaScript tag, like the default option in many analytics platforms, it is easily manipulated by these automated scripts. Because the advertising industry relied so heavily on these simple tags, it created a massive blind spot. Millions of dollars were being spent based on fake data, faithfully recorded as legitimate business success. Standard platforms do try to filter out obvious bots. The problem is that the filtering operates as a black box. You have no visibility into exactly which users were filtered out or how much fake traffic slipped through uncounted. The companies built specifically to catch this fraud have a structural problem. Their business models often rely on the continued existence of ad fraud, so they can keep charging clients to detect it. To avoid this exact conflict of interest, Dr. Fou initially positioned himself strictly as an independent researcher, focused on solving the problem rather than building a business that depended on it. Fixing this required stepping entirely away from opaque filtering systems and moving toward a transparent, forensic methodology where the raw data is completely visible. He built his own measurement code, eventually called FouAnalytics. It collects granular, highly specific details that standard platforms were never built to see. Legacy platforms often rely on probabilistic modeling, making educated guesses about who is visiting a site. FouAnalytics was built to be purely deterministic, dealing only in concrete measurements. With a single ad load, the code harvests between 300 and 500 different technical parameters directly from the browser. It does this entirely without the use of cookies and without collecting any personally identifiable information. Despite handling billions of ad impressions and running hundreds of checks at once, the system maintains zero latency. It performed without delay, even during the massive traffic spikes of the Super Bowl. Collecting these 500 parameters is the only way to replace the guesswork of standard analytics. You need that volume of technical data to definitively prove whether a user is real or automated. The system uses a process called triangulation. It cross-references those hundreds of parameters against each other to look for telltale signs of automation, like a remote-controlled headless browser or a mobile emulator continuously running apps. This data powers a strict red flag system. Detecting 3 red flags, like a data center IP and a hidden browser, definitively confirms a bot. Conversely, the blue flag process requires 3 indicators of physical behavior, like scrolling or touch events, to confirm a real human. By presenting a transparent list of flags rather than a hidden score, advertisers get the raw evidence they need. They can look directly at the data and make their own informed decisions about where to spend their budget. For nearly a decade, this operated as a one-man auditing service. Dr. Fou manually analyzed campaign data using his tools and delivered his optimization recommendations directly to clients in a PowerPoint presentation. But manual analysis doesn't scale. In 2020, he opened the platform up, creating user accounts so other analytics professionals could log in and run these forensic audits themselves. This evolved FouAnalytics into a direct alternative to standard tools like Google Analytics, built from the ground up with fraud detection baked natively into the measurement process. To work with large enterprise clients, the platform uses a flat-fee annual subscription model based entirely on the total volume of impressions and page views that need to be measured over the course of the year. Charging a fixed fee based on data volume, rather than charging a percentage of the fraud found, removes any incentive to artificially inflate threat reports. It keeps the measurement strictly objective. As legacy platforms restrict what users can see, recently removing details like ISP names, query strings, and full user agent strings, FouAnalytics specifically captures and backfills those exact data points. The industry is moving toward modeled traffic, where algorithms estimate your audience. This platform provides the exact opposite, the raw, unmodeled truth of what is actually loading your pages and viewing your ads. To learn more about how to audit your own campaigns, visit the link in the description. FouAnalytics is a functional measurement tool, but its real utility is giving marketers a way to look past the black box and reclaim total control over their own data.